It's amazing, you know, people really do smile more in the sunshine. It's kind of like an instant mood elevator. I do try to make eye contact with people and smile and say hello, especially people with dogs, because as you know, dogs are my thing. I'm off down to Barry's Fabrics to get some fabrics for my orders. I was thinking, shall I sit in the studio and order them online? Nah, it's far too nice outside to be doing that. So I thought I'd come in and have a look around and see some familiar faces, and yeah, let's do it. It's not quite as hot as it was yesterday. There's a nice breeze, so I'm not flustered like I normally am when it's hot. Wondering why you can hire or rent a scooter in the city centre as well as a bike, but you can hire a scooter in the city centre, but the ones you buy online are illegal. That's quite confusing. If anybody knows, just drop it in the comments. Where the posh people shop at Harvey Nichols. We've got Castle Fine Arts, Malmaison. So many years ago, back in the 90s, this building here was the Icon Gallery. It's now on Ouzel Street, which is just off Broad Street. But this was the first Icon Gallery. And if you look closely, you can see on the first floor all the light flooding in. I used to love to come down here on my lunch break when I worked in the city centre. And look at it now. But this is a lovely street. There's lots of restaurants and bars. And then just here is the Alexandra Theatre, just on the corner. One of the few old pubs left in Birmingham, the Victoria. And I think everyone was sad that the Village Inn closed. So many memories of the Village Inn. But yeah, times change. Because now we've got apartmentos everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. So I've come all this way and they haven't got either of the ones that I want. Oh dear. didn't go into the market today, so I didn't see any of my friends, my market traders, but I did have a little potter about around the periphery. But oh my god, people are so friendly when the sun's out and the weather's nice. It's just lovely. So I've been to Barry's and I've got a couple of the fabrics that I needed for my orders. Still got 2 more to get, but I'm going to have to get them online because obviously as they're closing down they're having less and less stock. So, but the lovely girl in Barry's, I think her name's Charlotte, there's one particular tartan that I use. She knows I use it and she knows I offer it on one of my pieces, so she's actually saved me the remainder of what they have in stock so that I can give them a call and go and pick it up next time I need it. So kind. And I got loads of new fabrics for caftans because I think this weather's going to carry on. It's actually not too bad. There's a lovely breeze, but it is hot, and as many people who know me know, I don't do hot weather, but I'm surviving. So yesterday, a lovely lady on the bus gave me her day ticket. She was coming up to her last stop, and my card didn't work on the bus for some reason, so she gave me her day ticket. So today I was in such a good mood, I thought I'd pay it forward, as they say, and I'd seen this homeless guy on my way down to the market, and on the way back I thought I'll give him some cash. So I went in my wallet and I didn't have any change. So by the time I got to him, I had a £5 note in my hand, and I looked down and I thought, you ain't homeless, mate. But by the time I got there, he'd already held his hand out. So whatever, you know, he obviously felt he needed it. Oh, bless him. He was in a bit of a bad way, but I don't think he was homeless. I think he was just begging. But I probably made his hour, made his afternoon, so that's the good thing. So I'm back, and wearing a wool hat probably wasn't the best idea I've ever had on the hottest day of the year. I really needed that. I needed a break from just kind of going from home to the shop and just pottering about in our local town. It's kind of like, it's, especially when the weather's good, it's like a blast, a sensory blast of people and sights and sounds and everything else, and it just really kind of gives you a boost. There's more life out there, sort of thing. And Birmingham really does get a bad rap. It really does. You know, you look at the national press and national newspapers and stuff, and people are always slagging Birmingham off. And people talk in general about cities in the UK and safety and everything, and I feel perfectly safe walking through Birmingham city centre. You know, the areas that are going to be a bit dodge, as there are in all places, and keep your eyes open. If you see people around who are looking a bit animated or a bit agitated, then just avoid and just kind of walk around. I suppose it could be because I spent a lot of my 20s in the city centre as well, working there and living close by to the city. So maybe I see it through rose-tinted spectacles. I don't know. I know that in previous posts and previous videos, I've said, oh, you know, it's not what it used to be, and, you know, the good old days and all that kind of stuff. But things change and places change. It's not an ugly city. It's not an unfriendly city. You go into the markets, you go into the shops, and generally, especially the independent shops as well, people are really friendly. So just be bloody nice to people. So what did I get on my fabric haul? Okay, so I've got some more fabrics for the caftans. Some really bright, summery fabrics. Please let me know if there's anything that you like. These are all like a kind of crepey fabric, very, very light, very summer. That's very pale pink. That's a very pale pink with a dark blue. So they're going to make some gorgeous caftans. Oh, and this one. This one's gorgeous. Very, very holiday. I got loads of Nina fabric for the Nina dresses. Some beautiful crepe. Got about 15 meters of that. So yeah, that's very, very heavy. Because I've had some more Nina dress orders. And then this is another one of the matte satins. This is just, oh. Oh, it's just beautiful. I have made some pieces with the other matte satins that I got a couple of weeks ago. And this, it's turning into a collection actually. It really is turning into like a more couture collection, which are going to go on the website. That is just stunning. I'm going to have to order 2 more online, which I couldn't get hold of today. So I'm going to do that now. And then I'll start work for the rest of the week on my orders. I think I've got about 5 on the books so far this week. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you all for your orders. Thank you all for your purchases from the ready-to-wear selection on the stores. So yeah, it's all going good. One of my plans actually for one of my videos is to go to the Icon Gallery where it is now on Ouzel Street, and do a bit of filming there, and maybe have some lunch on the patio, because they've got the patio area in I think it's Brindley Square, and then go to the Birmingham Museum of Art, which is very, very traditional and has some beautiful masterpieces and some really traditional old art in there as well, and do like a bit of a comparison between new art and old art. So I hope you've enjoyed coming with me on my little day out to Birmingham. If you ever visit the West Midlands, please go to Birmingham. Please go to the galleries, please go to the rag market. The rag market is amazing, and also we've got the red brick market at Digbeth. You'll have a wonderful day. Obviously, stay safe, take care, and all the rest of it like you would anywhere else. But Birmingham people are just the most friendly, welcoming people, and you won't regret it. So, see you soon. Take care.